Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Welcome to Pincore Communal, where we have well-known experts and scholars ready to guide you. So today in this video, we will learn about Introduction to Blockchain Technology. First, we will look into the contents of today's video. First, we will know what is blockchain technology, followed by the elements of a blockchain. Then comes how does blockchain work, followed by what is meant by proof of work. Next, we will know about P2P network, followed by conclusion. First, we will see what is blockchain technology. Like the name indicates, the blockchain is a chain of blocks that contain information. This technique was originally described in 1991 by a group of researchers and was originally intended to timestamp digital documents so that it is not possible to backdate them or to tamper with them, almost like a notary. However, it was mostly unused until it was adopted by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009 to create digital cryptocurrency Bitcoin. A blockchain is a distributed ledger that is completely open to anyone. They have an interesting property, that is, once someone has been recorded or created something inside a blockchain, then it becomes very difficult to change it. Now we will have a look at the elements of each block. Let's take a close look at a block. Each block contains some data, the hash of the block and the hash of the previous block. The data that is stored inside the block depends upon the type of the blockchain. The Bitcoin blockchain, if it is taken as an example, then it stores the details about the transactions such as sender, receiver and amount of coins. A blockchain also has a hash. We can compare a hash to a fingerprint. It identifies a block and all of its contents, and it's always unique just as a fingerprint. Once a block is created, its hash will be calculated. Changing the content inside the block will also cause the hash to change. So in other words, we can say that hash are very useful if we want to detect the changes in the block. If the fingerprint of the block changes, it's no longer the same block. The third element is the block is the hash of the previous block. This effectively creates a chain of blocks, and it's this technique which makes a blockchain more secure. Now let's take an example. Here we have a chain of 3 blocks. If you observe carefully, each block has a hash and hash of the previous block. Block number 3 points to block number 2 and block number 2 points to block number 1. Here the first block is a bit special as it cannot point to the previous block because it's the first block. So this first block is called as the genesis block. For instance, if we tamper the second block, this action will cause the hash of the block to change as well. In turn, it will make block 3 and all the following blocks invalid because they no longer store a valid hash of the previous block. So changing a single block will make all the following blocks invalid. So now let's see what does proof of work mean. By using hashes is not enough to prevent tampering because computers these days are very fast and they can calculate hundreds of thousands of hash per second. We can effectively tamper with a block and recalculate all the hashes of the other block to make the blockchain valid again. So to mitigate this blockchain, we have something called as proof of work. Proof of work is a mechanism that slows down the creation of new blocks. If we consider the same Bitcoin case, it takes about 10 minutes to calculate the required proof of work and add a new block to the chain. This mechanism makes it very hard to tamper with the blocks because if we tamper with one block, then we need to recalculate the proof of work for all the following blocks. The security of the blockchain comes from its creative use of hashing and proof of work mechanism. But there is one more way that blockchains secure themselves, and that is by being distributed. So now we'll see what is that. It is nothing but P2P network. Instead of using a central entity to manage the chain, blockchain uses a P2P network and anyone is allowed to join it. When someone joins this network, they will get the full copy of the blockchain. Now, the node can use this to verify everything is still in order. Now let's see what will happen when someone creates a new block. That new block will be sent to everyone on the network, and each node will verify the block to make sure that it has not been tampered with. And if everything checks out, each node will add this block to their own blockchain. All the nodes in this network will create consensus. They agree about what block is valid and which block is not valid. Blocks that are tampered with will be rejected by other nodes in the network. So to successfully tamper with the blockchain, we have to tamper with all the blocks on the chain. And again we have to redo the proof of work for each block and take control of more than 50% of the P2P network. Only then the new tampered block will become accepted by everyone else. So this is almost impossible to do. Blockchains are also constantly evolving. One of the most recent development is the creation of smart contracts. These contracts are simple programs that are stored on the blockchain and can be used to automatically exchange coins based on certain conditions. The creation of blockchain technology has piqued a lot of people's interest. Soon, others also realized that the technology could be used for other things like storing medical records, creating a digital notary, or even for collecting taxes. So now you know what a blockchain is, how it works on basic level, and what problems it can solve. So after seeing this video, I hope you can answer questions such as what is blockchain technology, what are the elements of a block, how does a blockchain work, and what is meant by proof of work, and what does P2P network mean. If you have any queries, drop a mail to communal@pincore.in or reach us on 9686 963065. To become volunteer member, try to drop down to below location. Thank you for watching and stay tuned till next session. If you have any queries, then drop a mail to communal@pincore.in or reach us on 9686 963065. To become volunteer member, try to drop down to below location. Thank you for watching and stay tuned till next session.